his opponent across the ring is the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple trunks with white and gold trim, hailing from Ohio. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the undefeated Junior.
Man, what's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed the Punch Junkie Podcast, man. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community, man. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to the entire Punch Junkie Network. We really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all, man. Let me take this time to invite you to come over to the Punch Junkie Network, www.punchjunkie.network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. Be sure to come through, man, and check us out, www.punchjunkie.network. Punchjunkie.com will get you there, though, man. Yes, indeed. Salute to the family, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. You have absolutely no idea, man, none whatsoever. Salute to the family. Falling through, man. Yes, Lord. Man, we can do today. Today is Monday, November 27th, 2023, man. Monday, November 27th, 2023. The time is now 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you had to be there at the top of the hour, then you are officially late, man. You are officially, no, not officially late. You're officially tardy. Not quite late yet, man. But, you know, we don't believe that you should waste on this Cyber Day. We believe that you wasted late with just being tardy. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing, man. Moderation is for cowards, man. You feel me? But salute to the family, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. You have absolutely no idea, none whatsoever. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. I am indeed Junior the Truth. Once again, you can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH. And that's over all your social media platforms, man. Each and every one, man. We over on Facebook. We over on Instagram, man. We over on Twitter. You feel me? The IG is just going, IG's just going insane. You feel me? The IG's just going insane. But we over there. But if you really looking for me, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, www.punchjunkie.network. That's www.punchjunkie.network, but punchjunkie.com will get you there, man. Salute to everybody, man, that's tuning in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. I'm a little bit tardy coming in myself, man, but we just gonna go ahead on and get, man, let's go and get right into it, man. Let's go and get right into it, man. I was trying to, I owed you all, I felt like I really, truly feel like I owed you all this conversation. This is a true story, man. I actually fired up my computer to actually go live with my initial reaction. And then I said, man, everybody kind of does it. Oh God. Okay. There we go. Everybody kind of does the initial reaction thing. And I'm like, man, let me scale back. Y'all know I kind of like to do things a little bit differently. If everybody's going one way, I kind of like to go the opposite way. So I said, man, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to start taking my time, honestly. and do more of a thoughtful reaction to these fights, man, and this action that takes place on the weekend. So, man, that's kind of how we got here. You feel me? Kind of how we got here. Now, one of the things that I normally do, and I balked this week. You feel me? I really, truly balked this week, but usually I don't listen to anybody's reaction. You feel me? I kind of stay away from the reactions, and I don't want to influence. I don't want to have an influence, because whether people admit it or not, it's very difficult to listen to other people's reactions and then say, not have it alter the way that you react. You feel me? I did listen to, I dropped in on my brother Kano Loco Sports yesterday. He's the only person that I actually listening to his live. Everybody else, I'll go back and listen in, especially the people who I hold in a real high regard, like my brother Stormy B, man. I'm going to go back and listen to his reaction. You feel me? And a lot of the other brothers. But I did listen to Kano Loco Sports for, I dropped in, I believe I kind of dropped in towards the end of the show. So I heard a little bit, you feel me? But other than that, man, I kind of just, this is going to be authentically thoughtful. And what I mean by thoughtful is, some time has kind of, surpassed, time has kind of, went by. I've had opportunity to think about it a little bit more. I've had opportunity to catch some of the a little bit of the post-fight interviews. Watched a little bit, watched some of the clips. Didn't watch the whole card in its entirety again, but did watch some of the clips. Excuse me. So yeah, man. So I'm kind of here. So this is, I want to give my my thoughtful reaction to what took place, man. First and foremost, man, I'm gonna say this. That was the last pay-per-view card on, as we know right now, over on Showtime. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of I'm a little fuzzy, man, on this whole Showtime thing with regard to what they're doing with, phasing out boxing. I don't know how it's gonna work out. I'm not so sure. And I'm a little unclear, you know what I mean, about, what their timeline is, when they're gonna be phasing it out, how is it gonna look, so on and so forth. I'm a little fuzzy about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this was allegedly the last pay-per-view card for Showtime. That's a little bit for a boxing fan, you know what I mean? And I know it's a business, and I'm familiar with, all of that, but it's kind of a bittersweet thing for me, similar to when HBO, like I was as unnerved and as upset as I was with HBO boxing and what they had allowed the platform to become with regard to the sport of boxing. It still was, a bit of a somber moment to see them phase out HBO boxing. I feel the same way with Showtime. It's kind of a, you know what I mean? And I think that they really truly had it. I think they really truly had the juice. You know what I'm saying? They had the juice, and they were headed a direction. Excuse me. And they pivoted from the direction that they were heading. Like, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. They pivoted from the direction that they were heading, and that's, Showtime Boxing, PBC. They pivoted from the direction ahead, and as a result, they ended up in, some pretty peculiar situations. There were some business decisions that were made over there that I question. I'm not gonna lie to you. I question not just as a boxing fan or a boxing pundit, not as a boxing fan, a boxing pundit, not but just as a businessman. You feel me? There were some questions, some decisions that they have made in the past and currently that I don't really understand. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. Things have kind of shifted, and they've kind of pivoted from what they were standing on. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And at the end of the day, this is the result. This is the result. Man, these I don't know. I don't know if these dudes are like, I don't know if they're like overthinking themselves. I don't know what they're doing, man. But it's like this. If you have a product, right? And the product should be you have a product and you have a product that's working, right? You should do the things that you need to do to enhance the product to the best of your ability. Continue to enhance and distribute that product to the best of your ability. You feel me? You don't change the product. You don't change the product. You don't change the product and then go to distribute the product to the same customers. You feel me? If you have a product, your customers are buying the product, they love the product, you're getting rave reviews with regard to the product. You do things to enhance that product, but you don't change the product. You don't change that product and try to distribute it to the same customers. You feel me? You also don't take and move away from your current customer base to try to focus on a whole new customer base. So you change your product to try to target a whole new customer base, and then really not giving consideration to the customer base that has been established. That's not smart business. You feel me? That's not smart business at all. You see companies go out and look and go after, bigger customer bases or different customers and so on and so forth. And in my opinion, there's a huge opportunity to fail. Like, you put a real big point of failure in when you go away from your original customer base. Like, if you have a customer base that is supporting your product or your brand or whatever the case may be, you bite down and hone in on that customer base. Now, if you have a customer base that is not supporting your brand, they just kind of there, just kind of watching and there to see, you feel me, if you make it just in case, kind of like what be going on in here. If you have a customer base like that, then all means that's probably not that could possibly not be your support base. So you feel me, you gotta make and you gotta do the things that you need to do to adjust your product to reach your actual base. So that's not what I'm saying. But when you have an established customer base and you're able to put on event after event after event, gain in popularity, have fighters come and sign to the point where you have your pick of the fighters that you want, and it's just an attraction. It's attractive to come and work with your brand. Why you mess up that product, I don't know. And that's kind of what I'm looking at with regard to, PBC and Showtime Boxing. And I don't know if it was done on purpose or not, but, there's just some things that have kind of shifted around, truthfully speaking. And this is kind of the result. You know what I mean? This is kind of the result. So with that being said, it's kind of a somber moment to watch Showtime Boxing, come to an end officially per se. But it is what it is, and we'll get to see, what's to come with regard to the future for PBC and the fighters over there. So let me see. I don't even know where to start, man, on this card. I want to kind of go over a little bit of all of it. I'll say salute to Michelle Rivera, man, and he had to score a unanimous decision over Sergey Lipinets, man. This is Michelle Rivera's debut at 140, coming off of his Frank Martin loss. He lost by unanimous decision to Frank Martin in their 2022 matchup. This was Michelle Rivera's very first. This is very. Kano said, "I'm canceling Showtime for the new year. I only had it for boxing, bro. I'm canceling it too, bro. I have no desire. I don't need it. If they don't have boxing, bro, I don't need it. You understand what I'm saying?" It's over with. It's over with. But so Michelle Rivera, man, I said that I thought that he was coming in. I thought he looked really good on the scale. I thought that he would I thought that the Sergey Lipinets fight was a bit of a test for him. Sergey Lipinets being a former champion at 140. He did lose his 140 pound title versus Mikey Garcia, but we've seen Lipinets in there. We've also seen him as big as 147. He actually fought Boots and lost to Boots recently, or was that 23 or 22? I'm not sure. But I'm I'm gonna say this. I think that Michelle Rivera, I'm understanding the Ali. I understand the Ali likeness thing, and I understand wanting to capitalize on that, and everybody wanting to have, everybody wants to have an angle. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it. You know what I mean? I understand it, but I, I don't want him to lose himself as a fighter. I don't want him to lose himself in the moniker. You know what I mean? I see a lot of, dancing around, a lot of emulating the great Muhammad Ali. And, I see a lot of that stuff, emulating the film and whatnot, and that's cool. But I can't help as a boxing fan but to wonder, is that really him? Is that really Michelle Rivera, or is this kind of like them trying to do the things that they need to do? You know what I mean? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. But I'll say him in his fight versus Lipinets, I thought Lipinets is a tough out. You know what I mean? Lipinets is a very tough out. 140, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't know what to expect from the kid. When I look at 140 and I look atop immediately, when I look at the weight division, I look atop the weight division, and when I look atop the division, no, man, especially not with that style. What I feel like that style is not his authentic self. You feel me? I don't think that that's him authentically. I think that is a moniker, and they're trying to, make money with the moniker. And I think that they're trying to implement some things to make money with that moniker. And I just don't, nah. You know what I mean? Because when the kid got in there versus Motown Frankie, aka Frank Martin, we saw exactly what time it was, and we saw a fighter, a Midwest fighter, come in and put a damper on all that foolishness and put that kid in a place where he actually had to rock out, and he was unable to do it. You know what I'm saying? I would like, and I remember watching the kid early on when before the whole Ali thing really came to pass. I remember watching the kid early on, his earlier fights, and I can't say that he really fought that way. You know what I mean? I think that kid is more, in my opinion, he's more stylistically, man. I think he's a lot more. Um, he has the potential to have a style, more Tito Trinidadish. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? I think he has a style that probably would fare better being more like Tito Trinidad than Muhammad Ali, man. So that's just kind of, my thought. I think that the fluid, perpetual motion, the boxing on the move is not going to allow him to get to be as effective. And if he gets in these situations where where he has a look at Kano say, don't do that, Junior. Don't do that, man. He needs to have more of a Tito Trinidad style, man, and Muhammad Ali, bro. I'm just saying, bro. He has to, if he gets into these spaces where people can actually cut the ring off and actually make him fight, man, then what happens? You know what I'm saying? So as far as salute to Michelle Rivera, I thought he looked real good on the scales. I looked at the way he's filled out for the division. I think he looks good. Now I think they have to find a style for him that they can actually run with and hang their hat on. You feel me? They have to have a style that they can run with and hang their hat on. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not natural. D-Man Jr. said his bouncing is forced. It's not natural. Yeah, it's not natural, bro. And when you watch him earlier on, the kid was, he fought different, man. He fought different. I'm gonna have to go back and go into the lab and watch again, man, and make sure I'm not tripping. But those earlier Michelle Rivera fights, man, I don't remember him. There's been a put I live in. I mean, been a put on the Ali. That's all I'm gonna say. Salute to Lamont Roach, man. He captured his WBA World Super Featherweight title, man, in his fight versus Hector Luis Garcia. I'm gonna go ahead on and say it, man, because I know a lot of folks ain't gonna say it. I think these refs, I really truly think they need to tighten up. And I think that incorporating and being more active with the instant replay is probably a little bit better. Because I'm tired of seeing fighters getting dropped by getting hit in the back of the head. You feel me? We call those booger hooks. I saw Garcia get hit. He literally got hit in the back of the head, man. It was a booger hook, and he went down. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that was the reason why he lost that fight. But I want this shit to be cleaned up a little bit more, man, with regard to the officiating. I'm not gonna lie to you. But salute to Lamont Roach, man. I felt like he put on a good performance, man. It was a split decision performance. The cards were really close, besides one card. As far as the fight, man, I'm trying to, how you be like, man, I don't know if that fighter won or if that fighter actually lost it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd like to see a rematch. How about that? I'll just say it that way. I'd like to see a rematch. But salute to Lamont Roach, man. I'm glad that the decision went his way. You know what I mean? And we'll get the opportunity to see, what's next for him. At that super feather division. All right, let's move on through here, man. We had Matias versus Ergashev. Matias beat Ergashev into submission, man. You feel me? The fight early on, Ergashev looked very strong. He looked very effective. He was piercing the guard of Matias. Matias was coming forward in that high guard, man, and trying to get in position to use his shots, man. I'm all right, man. The hell with it. Man, I'm tired of fighters in a high guard coming straight forward trying to get into position, man. Like, that's not boxing. Like, that's not effective. That is you making yourself to be a big ass punching bag. Like, that's what that is, man. This getting in a high guard, coming straight forward, not really honing in and focusing on excuse me, this not really honing in and focusing on focusing on your damn craft. Like, this is it's getting to be a little bit I don't know, man. I really don't know how to say it. You feel me? Is I'm tired of seeing it. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I don't understand fighters in this. I don't understand this going away from. I don't understand. Man, I don't know. Like, I do that once a show now. I got to figure this out, man. I don't know if that's on YouTube side or if that's with my equipment or what. I got to do a mass. We got to clean some stuff up, man. You feel me? We got to clean some stuff up. Good, googly moogly. Shay Girl said, I guess I'll come over here. She's over on the Junior Truth Mobile app. Salute to her. Salute to my brother Main Event Mark over there. Salute to Tay Brown over there. On the Junior Truth Mobile app, man. Appreciate it. Salute to y'all. But I'm saying with Matias and Ergashev, Matias got in this space early on where he just went to the high guard. You know, he was getting outgunned. He was getting outgunned by by Ergashev. Ergashev was landing straight, short, power punches. He was doing a whole bunch of work, man, and he was turning Matias into a low-key Pez candy early. You know what I mean? And then, you know, they got the rocking out on down the line, and Matias started lowering the boom. He started touching him up. He got a little bit more comfortable when he got to the place where he could actually land shots on. He could land his shots on Ergashev, and up jumps the boogie, man. You feel me? Up jumps the boogie. Ergashev, hey man, he tapped out. Round 6, man, he tapped out, man. He said enough was enough, man. He quit on the stool and he started doing the fool afterwards. And Sugar Hill Stewart and Dimitri Salita were, you know, trying to deal with him or, you know, whatever, in my opinion. And I don't know, man. He quit. Matias was just a little bit too much for him coming down the line. Really interested to see what's next for Matias. I do want Matias to, I don't know, man. I think he has to, these fighters, man, they got to get with, I'm sick of the high guard, man. That high guard walking straight forward, I'm tired of it, man. You know what I mean? I don't like seeing it. It's a recipe for disaster. I know you got power in both hands, and I know you're a puncher, and I know all you need to do is go get your shot. But man, taking this, just willfully taking 2, 3, 4 shots to get one shot, man, is a recipe for disaster, especially as you climb the rankings or as you face other world championship caliber and other world champion competition, man. It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster, man. You feel me? K _ says, yo, salute, Junior. I started to call you too, bro. In the first like 2 rounds, when Ergashev was doing work, I was about to call you and say, I bet you know who he is now. You feel me? Because I literally thought, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought Ergashev was gonna stop Matias. I really did. Them first 2 rounds, I'm like, man, Ergashev about to stop this boy. Because Matias wasn't doing, he couldn't do nothing. You feel me? He couldn't come out of the high guard. When he would open up his high guard, Ergashev put a glove in his mouth. And then I think he shot his wide a little bit early, and it caught up with him. You feel me? And so did Matias, and that boy quit. I said, yikes, man. I said, yikes. All right, man. We had to return to Jamal Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. I'll reiterate the way I felt. You know what I mean? I will reiterate the way I felt. I still feel like that fight shouldn't have took place. Honestly speaking, I felt like Charlo coming in 3.4 pounds over a weight limit. Like, it's just like it's and I know it's this sounds crazy, but it's kind of like levels to it, right? In my opinion. I'm looking at it and I'm like a fighter can come in, you have fighters who come in and, they're 0.2, 0.3, 0.5 pounds over the limit. You know what I'm saying? They're 1 pound over, and then they go try to make that weight. I look at that like, okay, you know what I mean? But when you come in and you're over 3 pounds over the contracted weight limit that, was put in place by your side, whether you asked for it or not, but it was put in place by your side, and it was 3 pounds. It was a contracted weight limit that's not your regular division that you're the world champion at. You feel me? It is above your regular division that you're the world champion at. And you come in 3 3.3 over 3 pounds over that limit, it's just like, man, you just don't really, in my opinion, you just don't care. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm a always err on the side of fighter safety as well, because like I said, that night you have a, you know, you have a kid that's, you know, in there at 160 pounds. You feel me? Literally, he was probably like 160. I might have gave Benavidez maybe 160, maybe no more than 165. And Charlo was in there probably 180, bruh. You feel me? Like, no, man. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So I'm looking at that and I'm just like, I already felt that fight, I felt like it was a shit show. I'm tired of, man, let me take the gloves off for a second. I'm tired of all this coddling fighters. I'm tired of all of this handling fighters with kid gloves, cutting the meat for them, spoon feeding them baby food. Now, man, I'm sick of it, bro. Like, I'm tired of it. You understand what I'm saying? We get that from promoters. We get that from the fighters, coaches and camps. We get that from all of these people who, these different people who talk the sport of boxing or pundits or who interview fighters. And I'm tired of handling them with kid gloves, man. You understand what I'm saying? You have to look at stuff. It's a bad honor, bro. You feel me? Every time I play and I play team sports. You feel me? Never play individual sports, but I play team sports. So every time, and I'm a person, I'm weird, but every time I played my sports, like, it was like a badge of honor. You understand what I'm saying? To participate in those sports. It was a badge of honor to participate in those sports as a tot. It was an honor as a high school athlete. You feel me? To participate in these sports. It's an honor in collegiately. It was an honor to put on that uniform. You feel me? Like, it literally was an honor. And as a boxer, bro, I'm thinking, like, man, you guys, especially a world champion caliber boxer, right? You got all this lineage of boxers, of world champion boxers, all this lineage, and now your name is mentioned among this great lineage of professional boxers, people who done stuff that the average person can't do. And here it is, like, you are literally mentioned with these people, like your name is etched in history with these people, and that don't mean something to you. Like, that don't mean something to you. Like, that is supposed to bring something out of you. You feel me? Like, that's supposed to bring something out of you. And this modern generation of fighters, it's like, for the majority, not all, but for the majority, and just the mere fact that I had to even caveat that statement and say it the way that I said, I'm not talking to everybody, it's because you motherfuckers is so sensitive. This new generation, bro, like, that don't mean nothing to them. It don't mean nothing to them, bro. And it's obvious, like, bro, you literally gonna have a catch weight above the weight that you fight at, and you gonna come in 3.4 pounds over that limit, bro, and you a world champion, bro. And we supposed to mention you with the likes of great middleweight champions from the past, bro. Like, come on, man. And this stuff, like, it literally don't mean it feels like it doesn't mean the same things to them, man. And for me, it's just, maybe I'm old. You understand what I'm saying? But man, bro, like, I don't understand. And maybe I'm coming off the nostalgia from the Thanksgiving holiday, and you feel me, and cooking and thinking and reflecting about my family and talking to my kids about their ancestors, and you know what I mean, maybe it's that, but come on, bro. Like, that don't mean nothing to you, bro, that you come from, you feel me, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, you feel me, motherfucking Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Thomas the Hitman Hearns. Like, them names they give me the goosebumps, bro, and I'm not even a boxer. And here you are with your name in as far as the history books go, written in history alongside these other names, bro. And to me, that should just bring something out of these dudes. And it doesn't, man. And that's the thing. That's my big problem. You feel me? And when you tell them that, now you got to deal with them having hissy fits and bitch fits. Like, no, bro, go out and actually do what you signed up to do. Like, you signed up to get out here to go be great, bro. Go be great. Everything else be damned. You feel me? Everything else be damned, bro. And I'm so sick of, oh, man, bro, I'm trying not to. All right, man, I'm going to give it to y'all straight. You feel me? Like, this mental health shit, bro. Like, when people say stuff about mental health and they use mental health, it's almost become like mental health has been like, it's been weaponized. You feel me? Like, it's been weaponized and it's been used as a weapon against other folks to keep from holding people accountable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't hold him accountable because he's been dealing with mental health issue. And that is to suggest that I'm not dealing with mental health. I don't have issues that are testing my mental fibers. You understand what I'm saying? Like Dot D don't have things that he's dealing with. KG don't got things that he's dealing with. Stormy B-Man don't got things that he dealing with. Queen 71 don't got stuff that she dealing with. Tay Brown don't have stuff that she's dealing with. Like, that is to suggest that, like, it's been weaponized to keep us, because the difference between you and us is we still got to be accountable, bro. Like, I still got all the shit I got to deal with, bro. All the grief, all the anxiety, all the motherfucking loneliness, all the shit that I feel, bro. I still got to be accountable. Like, I literally still got to be accountable. I got to be accountable to put one fucking boot on after the other one. You understand what I'm saying? Put one leg in my pants on one at a time and get my ass out here and still make shit happen. And this we've done this thing with mental health where people go through stuff and they go through depression, and you got motherfuckers people are dealing with depression. You feel me? You got people that are, dealing with anxiety, people that are dealing with grief, people that are dealing with loss, people that are still grieving. I've been grieving. I've been grieving my grandmother for 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? And so does your mental health removes you from your accountability, but I still got to be accountable? And I'm just like everybody else, man. I am one incident from losing my whole shit. One incident from losing my whole shit. Excuse me. And that does not make me any better or any worse than anybody else. It's just a fact. And so I'm not one of these people, bro. Like, I don't go for that, man. I don't go for it in my personal life, man. When I be talking to people and people that I have that relationship with, they'll tell you. You feel me? If I have a relationship with you and I'm invested in you, or, I care about you and I'm talking to you and you tell me, man, I just don't feel well, man. I got this, that, and that. I'll give you your minute. You feel me? I'll give you okay. Then I'm going to come right back. Now you got to get your ass up and make something happen. You feel me? I'm not trying to, I talked to you yesterday, you understand, and you was all fucked up. Now today, you don't have the right to be all fucked up. You feel me? Today, you got to get your ass up and you got to press forward. You feel me? You got to put one boot on after the other boot like I did today, and you got to get out here and you got to make this shit happen. I'm not going, bro. I'm not going. I'm not in this space where shit don't go right, or you motherfuckers got problems with your woman, or you got problems with your family, or you got dysfunction. We all come from dysfunctional situations, but we still are held accountable. K_ say, I don't make enough dough to be depressed. You feel me? So I'm not going for that, man. That I'm tired of handling these people with soft gloves. I'm tired of it. And that goes for these fighters, that goes for these rappers, that goes for these entertainers, that goes for people in your family, that goes for your punk ass kids. My fault. When I got to your kids, I said punk ass, and I all these people's punk asses, but when I got to your kids, I emphasized it with punk ass. So my fault. That goes for your children. You feel me? Like everybody, bro. I'm sick of handling them with. Everybody got issues that they going through, man. You feel me? Everybody. So I'm not going. So that does not keep you from making your weight, bro. That don't keep you from being active in your gym. Just like it don't keep you if you don't go to work. And this is my problem with the WBC, but that's a whole nother situation. You can be depressed. You can be going through mental illness and have mental lapses and all of that kind of stuff. Like I get it, right? At some point, though, you're going to lose your position at your employer. You feel me? If you are a business owner, you can have you can have these situations, right? But at some point, you're going to lose your customers. At some point, your business is going to go belly up if you're not running your business due to your mental health issues. You feel me? Fighters go through, these situations. And at some point, you got to do your job. Or you're going to you should lose your designations. All right. Sorry I had to dump that on y'all like that, man. This is my thoughtful reaction. So this ain't no initial reaction. This ain't nothing. This is thoughtful. That way I can tell you the stuff that I'm saying I actually mean. You feel me? And I can stand on it. Like I don't allow stuff to come out of my mouth that I don't stand on. At some point, man, you have to realize once again that I'm not going for the weaponization of mental health issues. You feel me? We all are dealing with issues. You feel me? If your mental health issues aren't putting you in a place where you have to retire from the sport of boxing, then I'm not going. Because we all got issues that we're dealing with. We all have history. We all have childhood traumas, adult traumas. Like we all have issues that we have to work our way through. Man, I'm sorry. It's a whole lot of y'all in here, and y'all stop talking. We ain't had a response in a couple of minutes. So apologies if I'm in your wheelhouse. You feel me? But you got to get off that bullshit too. If this apply to you, you got to get off that bullshit too. Your issues that you're feeling do not keep you from, or your issues, your mental health issues, because they call it, mental health, but really people just be dealing with anxiety, depression, you feel me, grief, loss, all that. That does not keep you from being accountable for your actions. I'm going to leave it there. You feel me? What you're going through does not keep you from being accountable to your actions. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody could bother somebody that I love. You feel me? And I could lose my mind and have a fit of rage, and I could go in their existence. That moment of what I was feeling, that rage that was caused by them bothering somebody that I love, does not remove me from accountability for my actions of it don't work that way. You got to be accountable. No matter what we going through, we got to be accountable. You got to be accountable. Coming in 3.4 pounds over the limit, not offering any sort of atonement, not having a remorseful countenance, not offering any sort of explanation or nothing, is essentially you giving your fan base and ultimately the sport of boxing, or should I say the sport of boxing and ultimately your fan base, that's you giving them your virtual ass to kiss. So I'm not feeling that, bro. And I'm not feeling, and damn, anybody that's trying to make any excuses for that shit, you feel me? It is totally unacceptable, and there is absolutely no place for that in the sport of boxing, bro. You have a contracted catch weight above where you actually are the world champion at, and you missed that by 3.4 pounds, bro. And you're a professional fighter. You ain't no person walking in off the streets. You are a world champion, bro. You are a world champion. There's no place for that, man. There's no place for that. As far as the return, man, I'm not gonna handle him with kid gloves, man. Bro. And this is what I was saying when people were saying, man, he about to go stop Benavidez. He about to go stop Benavidez and, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, man, that ring rust, inactivity, mentally, we don't know where he is and so on and so forth. And in pockets, we saw him box, really like pockets. Jamal Charlo boxed brilliantly. You feel me? In pockets. And there was showcases and glimpses of just how great he actually is and can be. But it was against lower level, smaller competition, bro. It was against, this is what I'm not finna lose sight of, bro. It was against Jose Benavidez Jr., who is a 154-pound fighter at best. It was against Jose Benavidez Jr., who is a 154-pound fighter at best, bro. Not only is he a 154-pound fighter at best, he's also not in the A, B, and maybe even C class in that division. Bro, you put Jose Benavidez Jr. in the 154-pound division. You put him in there with the top 15 fighters in each of the respective sanctioning bodies, bro. And I'm not sure what his record to be, bro, but he's gonna lose a whole hell of a lot more than he win. So, and here, man. So that fight, there's no way, shape, form, or fashion that fight was supposed to go the distance. There was no way, shape, form, and fashion you was supposed to be getting touched and tested the way that you were getting touched and tested. And that would be if you were actually outside the ring in preparation, actually working, like you were suggesting in interviews. Just because you ain't seen me don't mean I ain't been working. I'm paraphrasing. If you literally been working, then the work, we supposed to see the work. You see the work, we supposed to see the work. And we don't, man, it was, hey, man, that was rough, man, in my opinion. And it went 10 rounds, you know what I mean? And there was times when Benavidez out of the fight, he literally was bringing the fight to Charlo, literally bringing it to him, bro. Literally bringing it to him. A lot of times I'm seeing Charlo with his back against the rope, getting pinned on the ropes. Like, man, so I just, and then in pockets, we saw him working off the jab, hitting him with all kind of shots, hitting him with stuff he wanted to hit him with, and all that good stuff, bro. But, all right, man, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Mal Charlo, if I was the judge, because you only funky as your last cut, salute to Andre 3000. If I'm judging him out off that performance, bro, he better do everything he need to do to stay at 160, bro, and go ahead on and go fight a Damas. 168, bro, cooked. You feel me? Canelo Alvarez and his team right now, they are doing everything that they can to get that Jamal Charlo fight for May. They're doing everything that they can to get that Jamal Charlo fight for Cinco de Mayo, bro. They want Jamal Charlo for Cinco de Mayo. They don't want anybody else, bro. They want Jamal Charlo for Cinco de Mayo. Please believe what I'm telling you. If we're basing it on that last performance, you're only funky as your last cut. Mal, man, get that Canelo fight, man, and hey, man, and go ahead on and chill out. Yeah. Tim TV 212 says, wow, I hope he doesn't take that fight, bro. You know he gonna take that fight, bro. You know he gonna take that fight, bro. You know he's going to take that fight. And we know what's gonna happen. He's going to take that fight, and we know what's gonna happen, man. Yeah, man, it's a cold game, bro. All right, man. Mahari says Canelo beats Mar without trying, bro. Tim TV says he needs to be active for the whole 2024. Man, his next fight is going to be versus Canelo Alvarez on Cinco de Mayo, bro. That's gonna be his next fight. He's not gonna even try to get another one in June or nothing. He's gonna evacuate vacate his title at 160 because he's not gonna go down there and fight Adames. He's gonna go ahead on and move on up and fight Canelo at 168. KG says Mar gonna be like, I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here. Man, it's gonna be bad news, bro. I thought long and hard, man. He better stay away from Benavidez, bro. I don't know. Him and Boo Boo might be a good fight. We'll get on that. We'll get into that in a second. And man, hey. Man, 168, bro. I just don't know how it fares out for him. I'm not gonna lie to you. You understand? I know people, they think I'm being hard. I see the numbers dropping, people upset, you know what I mean, that I'm saying what I'm saying. But hey, man, it is what it is. At the end of the day, no more, we ain't doing no more. Man, I think Caleb Plant might dust that boy boots, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Caleb Plant might dust Jamal boots, man. Bro, did y'all see his fight versus Jose Benavidez Jr.? Y'all seen that? Y'all seen the fight versus Jose Benavidez Jr., bro? Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, bro, will still be whooping Maul's ass, man. Like granted it's off the layoff and all of that stuff, man, but bro, that performance, he wouldn't beat Caleb Plant, bro. He wouldn't beat Caleb Plant. And that's all I'm gonna say, man. I'm gonna get off of it. You feel me? Because my problem with it too, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. My problem with it too is the fact that you actually leave that fight, leave that performance, leave everything that happened in the buildup, and you actually leave with the I just did something posture, bro. Like you leave with that posturing up, like you literally just did something, man. And that's my issue. You feel me? Now, what y'all will say, or what most people will say is, man, he did do something. He was dealing with depression and he returned to the ring and he came back and he did the preparation and he won. You feel me? And he got a win. That's what most motherfuckers will say. And I'll say, man, it's just really, truly. And I'll say Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Bernard Hopkins, you feel me? Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Jermaine Taylor, you feel me? I'll say that, man. Yeah, I'll hang those names out there. Jake LaMotta, you feel me? I'll hang those names out there, man. I'm disturbed, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Salute to everybody that shows love, man, to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically for you. You feel me? They are specifically for you. Be sure to come check us out, man. www.theblackgent.com. That's www.theblackgent.com. Today is Cyber Monday. We thought about it. We thought long and hard, man, and we're just going to continue running the current promo there, which is the No Shave November promo through the end of the month, man, so y'all can go in and get your all of your beard care products, man, for a discount. You do have to go over to the Black Gent Instagram in order to get access to that promo code.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We want to help be your swagger, style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the Black Company. To give you swagger.
we just gonna stop it. I don't know if you guys heard the audio or not, but the audio wasn't playing on my end, so we're gonna get on and keep moving. All right, man. So this is the part that this is the part that's gonna get this is not about to be good. This is not about to be good. This is the part where I had to reflect, man. And I had to really think about the fight. And I'm going to tell you, I had thoughts, and I alluded to the thoughts that I had coming into this fight, man. I felt as if this fight was going to go, kind of one or two ways. And this fight was really telling, and I discovered a whole lot in this fight. Salute to my brother BFTB Boxing in the building. What's up with it, bro? Okay, I see you, D-Man Jr. You said y'all heard it. Okay, we'll run it back. Shay Grady Fast said Caleb did better than Boo Boo. So I can see it. You feel me? Hey man. Demetrius Andrade, I felt like going into this fight, and like I told you all, I thought that this fight was going to come down to the experience that fighters have had bringing up into this point. And I felt, and I literally said this, that I felt like David Benavidez has been in there with fighters that would prepare him to go in versus a boxer the caliber of Demetrius Andrade. I felt like David Benavidez actually fighting Anthony the Dog Darrell. I felt like David Benavidez going in there and dismantling Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. You feel me? Both who are incredible boxers with incredible boxing styles. And David Benavidez, wearing them down. So I felt like he had the competition that would prepare him for that. When we went through Demetrius Andrade's competition, there was nobody on his resume that could prepare him for what he was about to face with David Benavidez. You feel me? Now, I know people are always going to come in and they're going to mention Demetrius Andrade's amateur pedigree and how he's seen all types of different styles in the amateurs. And the one thing I need people to do, like right now, from this moment forward, I need you all to understand something. The amateurs are not the professional ranks. You understand what I'm saying? Amateur boxing is amateur boxing. Pro boxing is pro boxing. There are a lot of similarities, i.e., you put on boxing gloves, you get in a ring with ropes, there's a referee in there, and you punch each other in the face. That's about where the similarities stop. You feel me? That's about where the similarities stop. The pro fighting is pro fighting, amateurs is amateurs. And that I've had to learn that. I've had to learn that myself. It's taken me years and years and years to get there. When you think, man, this fighter, he has 300 amateur fights and he's only lost 25 of them, and he's had to see every style all over the world and yada, 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 yada. And that's cool. But that does not always matriculate to the pro ranks, because pro boxing is, I'm not going to call it a different sport. I will call it a different animal though. Okay, cool. Demetrius Andrade didn't face anybody that would prepare him for that fight. And I knew coming into this fight that Demetrius Andrade was going to face that moment. You feel me? I knew that he was going to face that moment where everything had been tested. Everything was going to be tested. He was going to face that moment where he was going to have to make a decision whether he was going to go through it or if that's where he was going to stop. And that's where he stopped. That is where he stopped. He got to that point where everything had been tested and he was not willing to go any further. He was not willing to go any further. He stopped the fight. He stopped the fight. Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. but he stopped the fight. He instructed his corner to stop the fight as they were preparing him for the next round. They were preparing him for the next round. Man. Hey, man. Man, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. I really, nah, man. My brother Opulent LD said, definitely not a warrior. Props to Andrade, though, for taking the fight, man. Today ain't the day for that everybody get a trophy energy, Opulent LD, my brother. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm sick of this everybody get a trophy energy, bro, that we coming with, bro. I'm sick of it. You feel me? Like, I'm not fucking with that, bro. I'm not. This ain't just you. This is like everybody. Like, that's what we be saying. Man, salute to them for making a fight, man. Salute for taking the fight. Salute for doing this. Salute for doing that. And I'm nah, bro. Nah, man. No, sir. Like, I'm sick of it, man. Because we are handling these like, no, bro. We gotta tell the truth, bro. That was a pay-per-view fight, bro. We gotta tell we gotta tell the truth. Like, that was a pay-per-view fight. My brother Red said, he said they wanted pay-per-view money for that. I quit on paying like they quit fighting. You feel me? Nah, bro, that's no different than Canelo going. Jermell Charlo going in there versus Canelo talking about, I did good for myself. I feel good. Nah, bro, you had the chance to go get it and you didn't go get it, bro. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And so that's just where I'm at with this stuff, man. Everybody wants to be great and everybody wants to be mentioned among the greats until it's time to go be great. You feel me? When it's time for us to push up, when it's time for you to push your body, you feel me? Your body telling you no and your heart telling you to keep going. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the stuff, and when we watch these legends, that's what we look for. You feel me? Man, I watched Wilder go in there versus Tyson Fury in the Fury 3 fight, bro. And gave it everything that he could until he couldn't no more. You feel me? Like, that's what yeah. So that's when people come with the I did my best and we tried and it was good, I did what I could and blah 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 blah. I want to point to that. I want to point to Wilder versus Fury 3. That's what I want to point to. I want to point to fighters literally going out and having to be stopped. Like, that's what I want to point to. All of this and as we all know, and this is not to slam Boo Boo, Andrade, or the team, or none of that kind of stuff. But we all know that, fighters are, in and out of the sport of boxing. Fighters are in and out of the gym. Fighters are in and out. It's a whole bunch of talent, but they're in and out with working, so on and so forth. And then you have fighters who are always at it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have fighters that are, so for every Adrian Broner, I love AB, but for every AB, bro, you know what I'm saying? We see that situation. We also see a Terrence Bud Crawford who's always at it, bro. Who's always at it. You understand what I'm saying? Who's always at it, bro. My heart, that energy does hurt because Andrade is not Wilder. It's a big difference. I'm not calling Andrade Wilder, bro. And if you wasn't so busy always trying to nitpick and trying to antagonize my points, bro, you probably would be able to pick up some game off the ground that I lay down for the Hungry Hounds, bro. Demetrius Andrade is regarded as a talented championship caliber boxer. You understand what I'm saying? Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is a former world champ. Demetrius Andrade is a former world champ. They are both generational talents, that were actually on the Olympic teams together. There's a lot of parallels that run together. So that analogy was perfect, and I stand on that analogy because the analogy speaks to the actual spirit of the fighter in general. You understand what I'm saying? And so when somebody points to I'm just happy to be here and I'm glad and I tried, I'm going to point to them having to pick my brother Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder up off the floor. Somebody actually depleting themselves. So for every person that's going to quit on the stool and want to be mentioned with their name under the lights and celebrate it in a similar fashion as these other fighters, I'm going to point to my brother who depleted himself and gave everything that he had. There's a difference. Somebody that's willing to push beyond. You feel me? Those of us who play sports, you know, when you running gassers or you running sprints or you running suicides in basketball, you feel me? And you get that pain in your side and your body's telling you to stop and you get that pain and you continue to push through with the cramp and all. You feel me? You holding your hand over your head and you breathing and your body's saying stop, 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 but you keep going. You deplete yourself. And I don't know that many people have ever actually depleted themselves and literally emptied their tank. Most people have not done that in any instance of their lives. Period. So I say all that to say that my question of the day was, did Boo Boo quit? You feel me? But I don't feel right answering that question now because I've kind of led everybody with what I was saying, you know what I mean, and influenced people's decisions, I'm sure. I did see Red come in and off the jump before we even started the show talking about Boo Boo quit. But I'm looking at it. Boxing and Barbecue said, I think Andrade would have kept going. I think his corner saw it in his eyes. No, he literally said, stop the fight, bro. Yeah. He literally said, stop the fight, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't have his reaction, bro, if he hadn't done that. If his corner had stopped it or whatever the case may be, I would have said, hey, man, this corner did what they needed to do for the fighter. Yeah, he said, stop the fight, bro. Yeah. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this is an example of, now I'm trying to pick my words. I'm trying to pick my words. But this is an example when we talk about fighters having their will broken, and we talk about David Benavidez, aka the Mexican Monster. This is what we're talking about. This is a fighter that literally a world class talent, former world champ fighter who had his will broken. And I don't want to hear, like, I'm not here for the he's bigger and he's so big and he's this and he's that, because I mean, the thing about this boxing is we watch. You feel me? We watch the weigh-ins. We watch the interviews. We watch the face-offs. You feel me? Bro, they look like they were damn near the same size. I'm not finna hold you. Demetrius Andrade actually had more muscle mass. He actually had more muscle mass. So to say, oh, he was just so big, he was just a bigger man. No, he fought bigger. And he opposed his will bigger. You feel me? He opposed his bigger will on you. The thing that I saw from Demetrius, man, when we talk about the fight, I saw him come out earlier. I saw him try to establish himself and to gain respect from David Benavidez. And honestly speaking, I don't think that was anything he was really able to do. I thought that there was spaces where he was able to do what I said, which was cause David Benavidez to go backwards in the earlier rounds. He was able to cause him to go backwards. He was doing a lot of shoe shining. He was being strategic kind of in the earlier parts of the rounds per se, and then would kind of finish, especially like rounds 1, 2, 3. He would then try to finish strong at the end of the rounds. The early knockout was the early knockdown. I can't remember what round it was, but when he knocked down Andrade early, I want to say it might have been like 4. When he knocked him down, that was when I saw, what I saw. period. Boxing and Barbecue said that fight wasn't going to get any better for Andrade after that right hand from Benavidez. I can agree to that. I can agree to that. But anyway, so I look at it, and David Benavidez was just intentional with coming forward, and he was intentional with placing he had punch placement, hand speed, power, throwing the straighter punches. People, keep saying about his defense. He needs to have better defense. He needs to have better defense. He needs to work on defense. He needs to make some defensive adjustments. Man, David Benavidez's defense is his offense, man, and it works. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It works for him right now. Period. It works for him right now. ATG said, where was all that defense at? You feel me? It wasn't there, bro. It wasn't there because it was too much. David Benavidez was fighting tall. He was applying pressure. Every time Demetrius wasn't even, we've seen Demetrius Andrade in the past pivot and spin out. We've seen him pivot and spin out and move and have fighters out of position and land shot. Like, we've seen that. We were not able to see that versus David Benavidez, bro. David Benavidez applied tremendous, intelligent pressure. A tremendous amount of intelligent pressure he applied to Demetrius Andrade. And what I saw, and this is going to sound bad because this is not all about poo-pooing on Andrade. You feel me? I'm pissed at Andrade, though. I am. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pissed. But Mahari Nation says Benavidez hasn't forced someone who is equally equipped to match his power yet. Bro, there is nobody equally equipped at 168, bro. What are we talking about, bro? This is what I'm saying, man. Y'all just be talking just to be talking, bro. There is nobody equally equipped at 168, bro. Everybody, I don't see anybody at 168 beating me. Period. What I saw from in all of this time, I had been coining Demetrius Andrade as crafty, a slick, crafty fighter. I have been coining him as a crafty fighter, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, man, this is gonna sound like I'm poo-pooing on him, bro, but I'm not, man. This fight, I realized that he wasn't as crafty, and hopefully y'all will understand. People who really do this boxing stuff and really who y'all will understand what I'm saying. But a crafty fighter, when you have a fighter that's slick and crafty, they actually have an incredible hold of fundamentals. You understand what I'm saying? They have a masterful hold of their fundamentals, and then they're able to be slick and crafty based on their fundamentals. But then when it comes down to it, they can always rely on their fundamentals. That is a crafty, slick fighter. Like, that is a crafty fighter, somebody who has those fundamentals. You feel me? That they can go back to. You understand? Like, we talk about Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker had a tremendous, masterful hold of fundamental boxing. You understand what I'm saying? You have Floyd Mayweather. You feel me? Floyd Money Mayweather, as slick and as crafty as he is, fundamentally, he is a master of the fundamentals of boxing. You feel me? Demetrius Andrade is a big, strong, talented, and awkward fighter. You understand what I'm saying? So I realized in that fight that he's way more awkward than he is crafty, because when it was time for the actual fundamentals, man, they did, from my standpoint as a fan, they weren't there. They weren't there. KG said it's hard to be crafty when your opponent knows how to make the ring small. You feel me? Which is why, once again, bro, we have to go back to the fundamentals. You understand what I'm saying? We have to go back to the fundamentals. We had to go back, and I thought that he was gonna do it for a second because he got inside, he got inside of David Benavidez's danger zone, and then he was really working at fighting him on the inside, which in my opinion, bro, is a excellent idea when you're fighting somebody like a David Benavidez if you can inbox. So I'm looking at Demetrius Andrade get inside earlier and tie him up and then working and on the inside, but you got to be able to box inside. If you let David Benavidez find his distance and stay at his distance and fire on you from his distance at 168, bro, it's going to be a short night. It's going to be a short night. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's all I got. But I can say this, man. David Benavidez looked incredible. You know what I mean? And to go in versus a fighter like Demetrius Andrade and then to have him leave with a whole bunch of excuses is just, hey, man, because Demetrius Andrade, after the fight, he talked about his inactivity. He talked about, you know, the being, you know, in and out and not having that many fights. He talked about not fighting anybody in the past however many months. You feel me? He talked about how big he talked about how big dude was. He didn't say, you know, he wouldn't say, man, he got more skill than me, because he was saying it didn't come down to skill. Oh, it came down to skill, but he wouldn't say it came down to skill, but, you know, he's just bigger. He was just stronger. He's just better, bro. He's just better. That's just it. At the 168-pound division, he's just better. He's younger. He's stronger. He say bigger. I don't agree to the bigger, but I believe he's been at the division longer, has more experience at 168. But this AT's defense is terrible. I don't think his defense is terrible. I believe, once again, his defense is offense, and I don't think he's been hit with anything that's caused him to respect what people are throwing. I gotta go. I know Drew Titan is on. I gotta go. But also, though, I will say this, and you got to listen to. He did an interview after the fight. I can't think of who it was. Might have been Fight Hype, but he did an interview where he said he's thinking about the fans, and he doesn't care. He wants to be in exciting fights because the fights are expensive, and he wants to give the fans what they pay for. You're gonna get the same David Benavidez. I can't speak for y'all, man, but I'm fucking with that. Hey, salute to the family, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. You have absolutely no idea, man, none whatsoever. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. If you watching this in syndication, man, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on the fight, man. Give me your thoughts on the main event, of course, David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade, man. Salute to everybody in here. Salute to the entire LDBC. My brother Boxing Barbecue says you're gonna have to give Canelo $100 million to get in the ring with Benavidez, and I don't think Canelo worth $100 million. He already been beat. Man, Canelo Alvarez ain't getting in there with David Benavidez, bro. He not finna do it, bro. He not finna do it. Like, I would be very, very surprised, bro. I don't think he not finna do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would, though. I wish he would, because I think he actually, at 168, I think he actually has a chance. You feel me? But I will say this, though. Benavidez is the only person at 168 that's going to go in there and try to beat Canelo. You feel me? Demetrius Andrade on Saturday night is why I don't trust him in there versus Canelo Alvarez. Jamal Charlo, you feel me? Saturday night and the build-up is why I don't trust him in there versus Canelo Alvarez. Like, I don't trust any of them dudes to go in there and try to beat Canelo Alvarez, bro. The only person I know that's going to go in there and literally fight him and literally try his damnedest to beat him is David Benavidez. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? And we know Dimitri Bivol if they have a rematch. But anyway, man, let me slide. Salute to y'all. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. You have absolutely no idea, none whatsoever. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den boxing community, man. Also, y'all be sure to go over and check out the the Punch Junkie Network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. Be sure to come check us out, www.punchjunkie.network. Punchjunkie.com will get you there, though. You can go to punchjunkie.com, and you can get all your latest, greatest news in the sport of boxing over there, but then you can click on the network, and it'll take you to the Punch Junkie Network. Y'all go get a profile. Salute to Joe Townsend in here. I seen him earlier, strictly representing, man, for the Punch Junkie Network. But we really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. You have absolutely no idea. Once again, shout out to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted groomer products specifically with you in mind. So be sure to come check us out, theblackgent.com, man. Man, salute to y'all. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. This is Junior the Truth signing off, giving you your daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise, man. I'm a high-born player, made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Guests all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the Black Company. Grooming Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury.